Another year older, but another year wiser, and with some more art supplies. I'm going to show you what I picked up, and I will say that I love the items that I got, but there's one fail. Well, kind of. Stay tuned for that. Alright guys, let's start this art haul at Blick. I had gone to LA to do some birthday things, and my husband took me to Blick, and I'm here looking around and trying to pick things that I wanted to pick up. Which one do you like better, this one or that one?
It's up to you.
What? Do I need this color? In just a moment, we'll be back in my house and unpacking all of these items. I will be doing some swatching of pretty much all of the things that I got, and then painting something at the end of the video. Different brands that are featured in this art haul are Core by Golden, Twsbi, Schmincke, Gallo, and some more. So let's unpack and see what I picked up and what I received for my birthday. Here we go. So let's start off with this Twsbi. I have been loving my fountain pens, and this first item is a gift from my husband, and it is, I think it's from their diamond edition, and yeah, it's a diamond piston filling fountain pen. So I did order some ink from Blick because I had went in store and they didn't have anything except for online, so that's coming. It won't be in this haul, but that's on its way. Very pretty and nice. All right, so let's unpack what's in this bag. Let me pull everything out. So I got some birthday money, and my family knows that I love art. Obviously, it's been part of my life since I was a young one, and so I had some money to spend, and I went to Blick. Let's start off with the pens. I have some of these pens in my collection, but I don't have these colors, so I ended up picking up a few of these pens from Le Pen, and they are fine liners. So this is a fluorescent violet, pink that's pretty bright, and a mustard, which is one of my favorite colors. That is fun. The day that we picked up these supplies, I ended up trying them out, and I did a little drawing in my sketchbook, and I will explain more about this in a sketchbook tour, which is coming up soon, because this sketchbook is just about done. But this is the mustard, the fluorescent violet, and the pink. Now we have these fine liners, and these are in black, and this is from the Winsor & Newton. This 5-piece set comes with different size nibs. So we have the thicker one, which is a 1.0, and then they get smaller as you go down. 0.8, 0.5, 0.3, and 0.1. So I ended up trying that in my sketchbook. I used 0.5 and 0.3 to do this spread in my journal. Now I bought these and I haven't tested them out, so let's do that right now. And it says apply 2 to 3 layers for maximum opacity, and so it shows you what the first pass through looks like, second, and then third. It says white ink writes on dark paper, soft tip with flexible brush, allows easy transition from thick to thin lines by changing pen pressure. Water-based ink initially appears transparent and color intensifies as it dries. Layer ink to increase opacity. Great for drawing, sketching, and journaling. It says non-refillable. So it looks like it comes with the 2 in the same size. I'm always looking for white pens for highlighting, or working on black paper is nice. It definitely intensifies as it dries. So at first it looks invisible. You need to let it dry. So that's one pass. And the nib is pretty flexible, but not too flexible. So it has a good amount of flexibility for fine line and thicker line depending on the angle and pressure that you use it. Up next we have gouache, and you will see there are mainly pink colors. So we have opera pink, and this is Holbein, rose violet, rose, and pink. And so those are the pink tones, and then this one is in leaf green. So I have these set up. I'm gonna go ahead and test them out. I did the writing with my new pens, and I pretty much used the 0.8 to do the writing, and then the line work I used 1.0. It has a thicker nib, so that's what the 1.0 looks like, and then the 0.8. Let's put them side by side. So the 1 is on top and the 0.8 is at the bottom. And then I put some white gouache so I could see how they lighten up. So let's go ahead and play with these. I think I want to put this in a dry gouache palette. I did haul that portable palette. I think it was last month. Let me grab it and show you. So it looks like this. You close it and then put it back together. Slide that on to seal it. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna, there's room for 12, and I'm gonna put those 5 in here in addition to some other colors. And when I get around to it, which I'm not too sure, the end of the school year is very crazy, so time is not on my side at the moment, but when I get time, I am going to be doing that. I just don't want to rush through it. I put this on pretty thick, but that is okay. Opacity is good. This color is pretty thick. It kind of feels like it's drying out, so definitely going to be putting that in, making it into a dry gouache. Not all of it, but it's very pretty. I love this pink. It's vibrant and definitely more pastel than the opera for sure. A nice convenience color. I think I poured too much on here. This color has a funky smell. It's stinky. Unless more fluorescent colors have that odor, I'm not too sure about that. So I got a bunch of pinks that are in the pink family, but different. So this is nice. I like it. And then we have a complementary color right there. I think I'm gonna do a spread in my sketchbook, not on camera, but because I'm almost done with that sketchbook, which I'm very excited about, and I want to use these paints, the gouache paints, to do it. This is pretty deep, this rose violet. That lightens up nicely. Watercolor, there's quite a bit, guys. This is watercolor heavy haul here, but I love collecting palettes and colors with watercolor. I can't help myself. Every time I say I'm not going to do it, I end up doing it, so I'm not making any more promises on collecting watercolor. But this here is one of the first gifts from my husband, and this is going to be this artist right here. She has her own YouTube channel, and she makes these amazing, gorgeous portraits with watercolor. And then this is a set that is every color that you need to paint portraits with watercolor. And so she has just 6 colors to make a luminous life. So it says the layering techniques demonstrate in Ali Kavanaugh's work breathe life into her subjects and create a deep and luminous aura that captivates viewers. So these colors here, as what she says, is necessary. Payne's gray, ultramarine turquoise, sap green, praline crimson, pyrrole orange, nickel azo yellow. And so she has them numbered here. And then it shows it where it's present as she used it. So this is very helpful. And then if you scan this QR code for additional resources, including a color mixing chart and video tutorial by the artist. So that is very nice. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to take this palette. This is the Christy Rice Joy is Waiting palette. And I'm going to fill my new core watercolors in here. So the first row I'm going to dedicate for the portrait watercolors, and then the rest that I got I'm going to fill in with the other core watercolors. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So now they're in the pans. Let me move this over and I'll show you some of the other core watercolors that I picked up myself. So this was from Blick. That was from Blick too. So again, my husband picked me up those right there, the portrait set, and then I picked up these on my own for myself. Let's start off with the watercolors that are not core. This is Permanent Mauve, Winsor & Newton, their professional line. And then this is Holbein watercolor in Aurelian. So I have, I think, one spot left in my Holbein palette, and then I do have a few slots open in my Winsor & Newton, so slowly I'm going to fill that up. So this is my Holbein palette. I actually have 2 spots left, and I'll go ahead and pour the yellow first. And this is my Winsor & Newton palette. There's a couple of colors that are Rembrandt, but most of them are Winsor & Newton. It's almost like a mustard yellow. It just came right out. I'll have to let that dry down, filling the corners. So I'll let that dry, and I don't have a swatch card for this. It's something else that I'm going to have to do. I need to have a to-do list for the summer of things that I need to accomplish, so that on the list. Okay, it looks like I have one dupe. I should have checked, but I didn't, so that's okay. I'll just have another tube of it. I'll put that aside. That's the Pyrrole Orange. It looks like it comes in the set. So we have Praline Violet, Cadmium Purple, Ultramarine Pink Dark, Dizazo Scarlet, Benzimidazolone Burnt Orange, and then I got Naples Yellow Deep. So I have this row here. I do have some other core tubes that I will eventually put in here at another time, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill these up. So these are the core watercolors. I will swatch these and let's see how they look on paper. So this is what the core palette looks like. I have actually filled in the middle row as well, and they are beautiful, vibrant colors. There is my swatch card. All right, so these are my favorite brands. Core I do love, but special place in my heart is Schmincke and a Gallo. So let's go ahead and dig in. This is the Horror Dame watercolors from Schmincke, and this is their retro palette. It is such a cute little palette. It is tiny. It's smaller than the Whiskey palette. Oh, comes with a little note. It says, English version, thank you for being a part of our history. Very cute. And we have the swatch card. So it comes with 8. and you have room for more. So I'll have to open these up and take a look. I also picked up this one right here. This is the Cochineal Red, very pretty. I hear this is not, it's a low light fast rating, but I still wanted it. It looks like we have Chrome Yellow Hue Lemon, Vermilion, Ultramarine Finest, Viridian, Yellow Raw Ochre, Raw Umber, English Venetian Red, Schmincke Payne's Gray. Okay, so we're back and we have them all unwrapped. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them. Start off with the yellow. Then Vermilion. And so I collect the Schmincke palettes, the ones that appeal to me. And I saw some videos on this and I had to get it. I got it from Jackson's. I know I should really slow down on watercolor, but I went crazy for my birthday and I have no regrets. You only live once. Enjoy life while you can. This is pretty transparent. Another small palette to add to my collection. We got the Schmincke Payne's Gray. This is really pretty. This Cochineal Red. So this is what the Schmincke Retro palette looks like dry. This swatching paper is not the best paper. It does not represent these colors to its full potential, but you get to see what the colors look like. So I told you I went crazy with watercolor. This one is a gift from my husband. This is a Gallo, and then this is a gift to myself, and this is a Gallo. And Jackson's was having a sale. These are very expensive paints, so they were on sale. Still expensive, but yeah, they were on promotion. So this one is the Natural palette. Let's go ahead and open it up first. Packaging is stunning. It is it comes with a paintbrush here. You can see the colors are swatched on each one of these. They are so beautiful, and I like that, you know, yes, some of these colors are very similar, but it's a nice neutral palette with a couple of colors to contrast what we have here, like the blues. This is pretty too. Potter's Pink. And then we have the Lapis Lazuli and some just pretty other blues. So excited for this. And then let's look at the one that I got myself. Comes in a nice box. Okay, so this is the Sinopia palette, and this is a special edition assortment of natural Mediterranean tones inspired by classical drawing traditions. Comes with this nice little sleeve. Excited. And then it comes with the warning, choking hazard. I ordered the wrong one. I thought I ordered a different set. Oopsies. This collapsible paintbrush was difficult to open, as you can see, so I had to get a set of pliers to pry it open. I don't remember ordering this. That's so weird. I'm gonna have to check my receipt because I thought I got a different set. So I must have put the wrong thing in my cart. Oh boy. Well, they're mine now. I'll have to check on that, but these are the colors. They're probably some, I wonder if there's dupes. I'll have to look. And yes, there ended up being some dupes. There was like 3 or 4 duplicates. And I had thought I had bought the full pans. There was a set of full pans. Well, I'm not gonna buy them now because I spent all this money on these, but that's okay. I have them now and I will enjoy them. I'm not going to lie, it took me a couple days to get over purchasing the wrong one, but I'm okay now. I've accepted it, and here I am swatching the first large palette. Now I am going to swatch the smaller Gallo palette. This is what the Zenopia, the palette looks like, the swatch card looks like once dry. Very pretty, but I felt like this is not necessary if you buy this one, the natural palette. So there are some dupes. Unfortunately, I recommend getting one or the other. Personally, I like this expanded set, but if you want something a little bit more condensed, smaller, then I would go with this one. It has more browns, though it's brown heavy, and this one has a lot of browns, yes, but more blues available to you. And I love that Potter's Pink, it's so pretty. And that copper blue, I love it. Now what I'm going to do is actually use these 4 sets of watercolors on a single piece of paper. This is my Bao Hong paper, and I ended up really liking this paper. In my previous art haul, I had painted on the protective cover sheet, which was, yeah, I did that. Anyhow, now I know to remove that. This is my first time using our watercolor block to paint on, so now I know that there's a cover sheet. I'm using all 4 sets of pans, watercolor pans, to paint something. So I'm going to make a continuous design. The tricky part is trying to switch up the palettes as I cross over the sections. So let's see if I can manage that. Just painting over my masking fluid, see if it'll make an interesting design, which I think it will. Just having some fun, not doing something too serious. Now I know this core watercolor is intended for portraits, which I will get around to at some point, but I just want to test out the colors. One thing I definitely want to do during the summer is just organize my watercolors, because I have quite a bit now in my collection, and I want to rotate them monthly and highlight them and go through the palettes little by little and get use out of them. I think that will be a good thing to do. Alright, so I'll leave those right now, and let's switch up the palettes. Let's go to this section here. It's pretty though. It's like a soft blue. I'm gonna have to add another color there. Let's do some green. I like this green gold, it's so vibrant, but it blends in with the back color, so I need some contrast. Let those two mix. Sometimes it's just nice to paint without a plan, really, because that's what I'm doing right now. I don't have like an idea. That's what I try to do a lot of the times, but I'm working on just being a little bit more free with my work, since my time is very limited as of recently. All right, let's dip into this other palette. Continue this leaf here. I'm gonna put blue. This Sinopia palette, I would say, is my least favorite out of the three, the one I ordered by accident. I think what happened was I was debating over the two palettes. Well, my husband got me this palette. I'm trying to think back because so much is, I've been so busy and I don't know. I think I had thought, oh, let me get both palettes because I've been into neutrals lately. And then I had it in my cart and I deleted the wrong one. I deleted the one I really wanted, so too bad. Maybe if a Gallo has another promotion on Jackson's, I'll get it at some other point. Going back and connecting these though, this orange is nice. It's very vibrant. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up and then I will show you what it looks like in the end. Here is the final result, and I am quite happy with the watercolors and my Bauhong paper, which is amazing. I end up loving all of them, even the one that I purchased by accident. So I know I didn't get exactly what I wanted, but that's still on my wish list that I can get some other time. Not in a hurry though, so I can wait for a sale. But this is what it looks like. Love that they are similar in some ways and different. I didn't use every single color in the palette, but I just kind of picked and here and there and just made this sort of abstract piece, and I'm happy with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful and creative day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.